Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today's video, we are reacting to Cimorelli. Now, Cimorelli is a group of sisters. They sing, they play some instruments as well, and they're pretty awesome.
You already know that.
Yeah, you already know all of that. They have been around for like 10 or 11 years on YouTube, so they're kind of YouTube OGs, which is awesome. And today we're reacting to their medley of the Greatest Showman songs. So we're super excited. I'm not sure if this is a live performance. They go back and forth between doing pre-recorded and live covers, but I'm excited to listen to this today. So let's get started.
If you guys are new to our channel, I'm Chase, this is Melia, and we sing. We love to sing. We went to school for singing. We have been singing for about 30 years combined, and so we're just happy to be here and talk about singing, and we hope that you enjoy talking about singing as well.
Yeah, in this video, we're going to analyze and talk about some of the techniques we're hearing in singing, and we're really excited to listen because we've heard these guys before, but we want to definitely give you guys some insight into what we're hearing as vocalists, voice teachers, and all of the things that we know and can contribute to this performance.
Yeah, the more we break down, the more we hope people understand, including ourselves. We try to pick apart things, that way we can take what we want and use it in our own performances going forward.
Absolutely. So if you guys are singers and looking to sing better, we hope that this video helps you. Okay.
Hey, I'm Christina. I'm Catherine. I'm Lisa. I'm Amy.
So this is before Danny left.
And we're Cimorelli.
I think she's the youngest
We're
sister.
doing a medley of songs from the Greatest Showman.
I love the music from this.
It's definitely pre-recorded. Don't you think?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. But that's fine.
I'm no longer gonna speak about things like that because we do it too. So.
It's good to know those things.
Yeah, sure.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. Take my hand, will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you.
I know, I'm sorry, I'm gonna pause it. Okay, the first thing that I want to talk about.
Yeah.
So it's funny because they're all sisters, right? But they all have very different voices. But then when they sing together, they all almost have like one voice, one cohesive voice. And that's really common with siblings that sing together and harmonize together.
Yeah, I'm actually one of four,
Yeah.
and I have three sisters.
Yep.
And so, and my mom also sings. So when we would all sing together, we easily blend. It's like we don't even have to try.
Yeah.
And that's just a natural thing that happens with siblings. They have similar vocals. Something is the same with siblings, that their voices just match up.
Definitely. One of the things I also wanted to talk about was, so 3 of them have sung solo so far, and I know Danny, I know her name, I don't know the others' names as well. So Danny and then the next sister that sang second, I noticed a little bit of air coming through their sound, like a breathiness, which we're going to talk about things like this on this channel, and obviously that's a stylistic choice, it's a technique thing, but I just want to talk about what I hear when I hear that kind of breathiness.
Yeah.
So I think air is escaping through their vocal folds, so they might not be phonating as clearly. And then when I believe this is Christina, the one that sang third, I didn't hear it as much.
Oh, really?
But also I think she's the oldest. So that's another thing to consider. So like as they experience and your voice changes as you get older, especially women too.
Yeah, and that breathiness is something that I continue to struggle with to this day.
For
so,
sure.
you know, it's definitely something that a lot of people, you know, maybe you don't struggle with it. I don't want it in my sound, so that's why I say I struggle with it, because I would like to not do it. But yeah, I have a question though. Do you think that there's autotune?
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
I do absolutely believe there's autotune.
You know, and
there.
autotune's not the devil.
No.
Like everyone, you know, it's easy to get on people and say, oh, there's so much autotune and all that kind of stuff. But like, almost every professional recording that you hear these days has autotune on it.
And it's
we don't use it on our channel because it's a pride thing. We refuse to do it, but you know.
I think we also don't like the sound, because sometimes I think people use it, like even in this case, I don't necessarily think they're using it because she's struggling with intonation.
Yeah.
I think it's a sound that people like in produced music.
That's actually
you know
a really
what I
good
mean?
point. Yeah, that's
because
a very
it's
good
something
point.
that you miss sometimes when you're listening to a recording of something that's not live. Now using it live is different. I guess it's also a sound you might want.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
But that, yeah, we don't do it because of pride, but also I think because we're not a huge fan of the sound for our voice.
I'm also not a very good recording engineer, and so
it's just too much
adding
effort
more
to look.
things on the computer, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Nah, we're just gonna
So
leave
I'm
it.
just
If we're
gonna
out of
leave
tune,
it,
we're
yeah.
out of tune.
If I'm out of tune, we're just gonna not post this.
So funny.
All the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough.
Don't hear breathiness.
Never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough. Never be enough. I am not a stranger to the
So that big, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights is the big part of the song, right?
Of course, yeah.
And something that a lot of people miss when they're trying to learn it. I've taught this in voice lessons. Actually, we have a video of
him
us
teaching me.
Well, I wasn't teaching you, but
But
we were
trying.
working together a little bit, trying
a hard song.
trying to sing better. It's a hard song. It's all about the phrase. All the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars that steal from the night sky. It's all really connected.
Absolutely.
It's one big breath, but it's not just sitting on the breath.
No.
It's moving through the
breath.
phrase and moving. And,
Yeah.
I just, if 10 people who are learning this song just hear that,
Yes.
you don't have to hear it. I don't have to say it 10 times.
10 times, exactly.
Every time I go through this with a student, that's what I have to say.
Well, and because the melody, like it's a gradual melody, it moves a little bit more,
builds.
and that's what that air will help you do. It'll help you move through it instead of kind of jumping all around.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
And just think about the phrase and how
Yeah,
you need
it's a
to.
phrase,
It's got movement. You need to go through and like have that
Energy.
Energy, yeah, absolutely, all the way through.
I know. So Lisa, I do know Lisa because she's the one with the short hair.
Okay.
And she's probably my favorite.
Oh, she's
Of them all. They're all fantastic, but she's definitely, I love her voice so much. And kind of like what I was saying, so you compare kind of the sisters' voices and they all have unique voices, but even the last two that have just sang solo, it was much more clear and resonant in like, also where they were singing too. They were in a more belty chest mix part of it, and I didn't hear that air escaping.
Yeah.
So that's also stylistic for that point of the song too, I think.
What I think is interesting too, there's a lot of, so this is a term, I don't know if everybody knows, but compression. It makes loud things quiet and
right.
loud things quieter and quieter things louder. So that
Louder,
way
yeah.
it doesn't get like crazy loud and crazy quiet.
Right.
And that's just a recording thing and technique.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a lot on
compression,
here.
yeah.
Because
You would need it,
they're all,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and like they're, they're really getting after it, but it's about the same volume as
Right.
everything else.
Right.
And that kind of makes it hard to hear the dynamics and hear different changes and stylistic choices.
Yeah, that's a good point.
through the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one to love you as you are.
Love that harmony.
I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us.
I like their harmonies a lot.
For we are glorious.
So that vowel.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
That's like a 7 chord.
Yeah.
That's super good.
I've actually watched a little bit about like behind the scenes with them. I think they just all have their part that they normally sing. And so their harmonies are usually similar in each cover that they make. But that's so cool. Like that they are their own instrument almost.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Most people, if you don't know this, it's fine. But like most people do like thirds and fifths.
Absolutely.
Like there's a pretty common harmony that people do, but this is different. Bum, bum.
they're thinking like cordially. Not cordially, but chordally.
That's I guess that's a full octave.
Right.
But it sounds, like you wouldn't think. I didn't think that was an octave when I heard it.
There was another stylistic choice that I hear a lot of them make, and it's that vowel, like, for we are glorious, like, us. Like, and that's like, we made a video about indie girl singing, which is like another stylistic thing that you hear a lot in music. And I just am always really curious as to why we make that choice. And I think it's because, these famous singers who have accents have become popular, and we like that sound, so we want to replicate that sound.
Sure.
And that means kind of manipulating our vowels, which is perfectly fine and healthy and no issue. But
Sure.
it's an interesting sound, I think, that we create, because it's not how we talk.
Yeah.
That's not how we say those words.
Yeah.
So I find it
Unless you're
interesting.
Australian.
Unless
You
you're...
say no.
Right. No.
No.
I'm not good at accents.
Why don't we rewrite the stars?
That was an interesting vowel.
Ray.
Rewrite the stars. I mean, that was very efficient for her, but I would not have chosen
Yeah.
A. Rewrite the stars.
Yeah.
And that was interesting, but I heard Ray. Rewrite.
Yeah, rewrite, rewrite, rewrite.
I feel like E would be more efficient at that note.
I think it's way easier.
Rewrite the stars.
Rewrite seems
Yeah.
way harder.
Yeah, and this is just talking about like what vowel choices, like
We would
sometimes,
make, yeah.
and sometimes you make a vowel choice and it sounds not like what you're thinking it's going to sound like.
Sure. And
but-
we're mostly like, when we say that something might be easier or we would do something different, that's
Yeah.
like, if you're learning the song
Yeah.
and you think that that part is really hard,
Try
an
E.
eval.
Try an eval.
Don't,
Yeah.
try not to say
Try not to
rewrite.
do A.
That's not to say that she's wrong. Just
No.
say, hey, if you're having problems, try this vowel.
Could be easier.
Could be easier.
Say you were made to be mine. Nothing can keep us apart. 'Cause you are the one I was meant to find.
She's good.
It's up to you, and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. So why don't we rewrite the stars? Changing the world to be.
I'm sorry, I want to show her mouth when she
Okay,
goes
great.
up there. Because she said, like, stars. Because she goes high and she has this, like, open E, really, like,
Yeah.
really.
Why don't we rewrite the stars? Change.
See
Ooh,
that?
yeah.
Stars.
Yeah.
And it's very nasal and forward
Yeah.
and beautiful.
Yeah,
I
it's
loved it.
Awesome,
Yeah.
and that's the power.
Yeah.
Right. That's the power. Is when you bring it forward, when you put it in the right spot.
Absolutely.
It'll fill the whole room.
Right, it's where it's supposed
Smack you in
yeah.
the face. This actually, I was gonna say, this makes me miss choir
So
really
much. Me
bad.
too. The harmonies are giving me chills.
Harmonies are great.
Yeah. It's really nice.
Changing the world to be ours. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me. A million dreams, a million dreams. Look out, 'cause here I come. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm
There's a
marching
mouth
on to the beat I drum. Marching on.
Okay. Come.
Yeah.
It's right there. It's not come.
No. It's almost like
Come.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so bite forward.
Biting, it's
you know,
so
imagine
nice.
you're biting an apple.
Exactly.
Come.
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
really nice.
And that's, I mean, a lot of people miss that. You know, when you're learning how to sing, this is my journey. When
For
I was
sure.
learning how to sing, I would never do things like that. I would
Right.
go, come, you know, I try
Right.
to, I didn't want to be too nasal or too
Nasally or-
bright. I was
yeah.
afraid of it.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid. Dive in.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
It's gonna sound awesome. Oh.
I love the music in this.
This is me. We light it up, won't come down, and the walls can't stop us now. Watching it come true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show. Everything you want is right in front of you.
This is
And you
awesome.
see the impossible is coming true.
Totally makes me choir. That's my favorite. That's my
Yeah.
favorite. So good.
So good.
This is me.
Bum, bum.
That was really awesome.
Thank you so much for watching.
So
Awesome,
cool.
Very
oh my
cool.
gosh. Yeah. Really,
Yeah.
really awesome. Yeah, they're very, very talented.
Yeah.
I want to react to some of their older videos because they are like live. Like they're just
Sure.
in a room. I mean, they're super young. They're like 10 years old, you know?
Oh, wow.
They might not be 10 years old, but the videos are 10 years
The
old.
videos are 10 years
But
old,
actually,
sure.
they might be 10 years old if
Some
they're
of
10
them,
years
I
old
don't
or
know. Who
16.
knows?
I don't know.
Probably,
But-
yeah, probably teenagers,
Probably
yeah.
teenagers. But still, I think it'd be fun to react because then you can really hear what their voices sound like unfiltered, I guess. Like,
Sure,
just
I mean,
totally raw.
You know, because there's a lot of things like, and we only found this out when we started recording back at the beginning of our channel. We started to learn that getting a good recording is actually really hard.
For sure.
And there's a person who they pay full time
Yep.
to do that and do a good job with that and mix it and
And that's
master
their
it.
job.
And that's
Yeah,
their job.
yeah.
And that's like a serious skill that
Totally.
you really want. And
Yeah.
it's it's hard to come by. So I would love to also hear their voices just kind of bare and unfiltered and all that kind of stuff.
I think it's so cool that they're all sisters and that they all sing together and do this for a living. That is such a unique, thing to have with your family.
Yeah.
But then also, like, how fun. They're friends. Like, they get to
Yeah,
sing and make
totally.
music together, and they're good at it together. It's just a great
Yeah.
time. That sounds like the best time ever.
Awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. We hope that you enjoyed it. And again, if you are new to our channel, please check the rest of our videos out. We make content like this every single week, so we'd love to have you join us here on Chase and Melia.
Yeah. If you disagreed with anything that we had to say, leave it in the comments. We're always open to discussions about the voice and about singing. We're here to learn. We're hopefully here to maybe shed some light that will help you sing this in the future. And so we're always happy to have a conversation about it.
Absolutely. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you guys are new. Hit that notification bell so you could be notified next time we post. We will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.